Hey guys, welcome back. This is Darkside. I had a couple requests from some fellow YouTubers on a video that they wanted me to make. One of them was some intercepting skills. I will do my best to get that done. And then the other one was a beginner's guide to arena grinding, as far as what champs you should use for to maintain your streak, to get up to that number. And I usually like to get up to like at least number 18. So let's start it here. I'll start with the normal 4-star basic arena. And for this one here, guys, 1 through 6, I mean, I'll use any, you could use any 3 stars, or you could use any 4 stars like these that I have. I have Moon Knight, Drax, Joe Fixit. They're like rank 1, but I can show you here. And then, like I said, my other suggestion was to make a video about intercepting skills, and I'll do my best, because I'm not the best at intercepting skills, but I think I do a pretty good job, so just keep an eye out. So let's go here and see if we can get a nice streak going for beginners and maybe some intermediate players. A lot of the times I'll use some 3 stars or 4 stars. That way I don't use my 3 stars, my 4-star champs during my arena grind. And I do that just because it just saves me time later down the line. Well, hope everyone's doing good. It's been a nice day so far. I think we might get some snow here where I'm at, and it's going to be a nice 45 degrees, so it feels good. It's nice and sunny too. Really looking forward to the updates on Red Hulk and Luke Cage. I hope they do that and keep going forward with other champs. So that'd be important, man, because there are a lot of good champs out there that just are really underutilized. Like the Netflix Daredevil, I think has a really cool costume, and Jane Foster, has some pretty good specials. But it's just very underpowered. And if they could do the same thing they did with Luke Cage and the Red Hulk, from what I've seen, then I think they could easily do that with other champs as well. I mean, that was just a couple champs, just to name them off the bat. Alright, so as you can see, I do not have many 3 stars duped. Excuse me. Or awakened. I have always been short on gold. Last night I ranked up my 5-star Spidey Stark to rank 3, and I even finished the normal arena, the normal quest for Void and Sentry to get that one T1 Alpha, and I had enough to rank them up last night. So it cost about 270 some thousand just to rank them up, and then I don't know how many tech ISOs. I think it was another 200,000. So it was quite expensive to rank them up, but well worth it, especially since I have Blade at R5. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, right now I'm just going to go through just a quick beginner's guide on how to get that streak going. And then after that, I'll do my best to showcase my intercepting skills. And you'll see some of them here with the arena, but it's kind of hard to do because the fights are so quick. And it's easy to show when I'm doing longer fights. won 2 in a row. And guys, you don't have to use 3 stars. Like I said, you could use 4 stars that are rank 1 that you haven't ranked up at all. I'm just showing you that you can do fights 1 through 6 with 3 stars. Howard the Duck. I watched that when I was a kid. Good movie. Really good movie. Horrible champ. I don't think they could do anything to really fix him up because he looks kind of weird in a big robot suit. But that's just my opinion, guys. I mean, hey, he might be one of your favorites. I don't know. And I gotta say, guys, sometimes if you just don't have the champs and you're gonna get into those harder rounds, sometimes use a boost, or you could use units to refresh your strongest 4-star champs so that you could get over that hump. Because that's actually what I used to do when I first started playing. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, I was doing anything different than anyone else. Alright, so let's get into some of these 4-star champs that are rank 1. Just to change it up a little bit. Yeah, and I'm just hitting easy. I mean, it doesn't matter which one I hit. It's all these are going to be easy. Yeah, that's one thing I do. I goof off a lot in arena. Mainly because it's just arena play. You know, it's not Alliance War, Alliance Quest. I mean, if you lose one match, it's okay, as long as you win 2. Alright. Go Mr. Fix-It. See, that's champs right there. Mr. Fix-It. Superior Iron Man. I mean, they just need to really buff them up. Right now, I'm just trying to bait his special 1, special 2. Oops, I think I can. Nah, never mind. Okay, so that was victory 4. Streak 4, I should say. And that's what we got. Hood. Beast. And one thing I like to do, guys, is I always like to make sure that I have 3 different classes of champs, just in case you know, you could have an advantage, like right here, where I have Karnak over Ant-Man, and looks like that's it. So anytime you have a class advantage, it's going to help you out tremendously. As you could tell, I always wait to the last minute for her special. Boom. Karnak special 2 actually inflicts a lot of damage and does a really good job. I actually have some friends that have a 5-star Karnak at rank 4, and they just love him. And believe it or not, Beast has a regen. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah, he regens himself, and there's a certain procedure you gotta do. It's in his description, so just check it out when you get a chance. But yeah, he has a regen. I think it's pretty cool. One thing I like about Hood, when he goes invisible, he does a good job. Alright, now we're on win streak 5. So let's clear all these out of the way so we don't get confused. And let me fight one more fight with one of those 4-star lower rank ones. Got Falcon, Gamora, and Ultron. Alright. So let's see what we got. We got a class advantage, tech over mutant, and everything else looks good. Okay. I mean, the first 6 fights, they're not going to produce you a lot of points, but they're going to get you started in that infinite streak, and that's what's most important here. And see, guys, Falcon is another one that he's really cool. He flies, he does the machine gun thing, but he's just not very powerful. So hopefully, you know, they'll power him up, change him. Right now, I want her to release her special 2. Or maybe not. Nope. That's okay. Might have a chance to win this one. I don't know. Maybe not. That's okay. I tried. And I could have a little bit of health left. Never give up on these fights, guys. Okay, he's toast. Never mind. But like I said, anytime you win 2 out of 3, that's fine. Yeah, it's hard to win a match when she's not releasing her special 2. And right there, the reason I went with the 5-hit combo and then his special 1 was because I knew that would be enough to kill her and not worry about her activating her special 3. So, okay, so that's a 6 win streak. So usually what I do for the next 2-3 fights is I use some of my strong 330s and my 440s. And just stay with the easiest one, stay with medium. Alright, cool. Nice class advantage there. And let's get Blade up there. And the reason I did that, I put one 330 and 2 440s is just to make sure that it's evenly matched and that you'll have a chance of actually winning the fight, as opposed to bringing in like a lower champ that just has no way of winning. So you always want to make your odds better. I like Punisher a lot. He actually hits really hard, and his special 1 and 2 are actually excellent. Blade needs no, introductions. Everyone knows how good he is. And when I saw that Hyperion's power bar was close to his special 3, I just said, you know what, I'm going to unleash my special 2. Luckily, I had enough time to do a special 1, and that got him. So like I said, let's mix it up. Couple 440s. See, we got 2 class advantages there. Perfect. That's what you want. And again, that's why I mix it up, guys. Bring different class champions to your arenas when you're doing your streak and you don't want to mess up and you want to make sure to have the best odds in your favor. Just like anything, you just want to be well prepared. My deep wounds is maxed, so if you ever notice my bleeds, that's why. Psylocke's like one of my favorite champs out there. She's cool. Especially that special one, boom, that she has right there. Whoops. And she actually looked really hot in the movie too, so that helped. Boom. I know some of the fights are ugly, but hey, a win's a win for me. You want to charge up her shock to as much as you can. I'll show you why. Next time you block him, see that shock? 305 ticks. Yeah, I'll show it again. That's how you properly use Nebula. That was 271 shocks of damage per tick. She's a great champ, guys. If you guys have her, rank her up. Alright, that gets us to win streak number 8. Let's see what I got left. I don't have a lot of 440s or 550s because my roster is mainly based on 5 stars. Alright, so here, let's switch that one over, and let's switch this one over. Just because I know Black Widow does a much better job fighting Ghost Rider. Stole his power gain. Stole it again. That's the great thing about Loki. Any debuff that you could take away like that makes him strong. Oh. That's just me doing my usual baiting her special one. But yeah, a couple things you want to take a look at. Like I said before, matches 1 through 6, you could use any top 3 stars you got. And then, say about matches 7 through 9, even matches 7 through 10, you could use like 2 4 stars and a nice 3 star. And you want to match them up correctly, so when you saw that not only Loki had the class advantage, I also knew that he would steal his power gain, which would take away his power. And I knew that Black Widow would have a better chance of beating Ghost Rider than the Punisher would. Alright, so let's see what we got left. Just gonna clear these away just to get my screen cleared. So I got 330s left here, and the rest I got are 550s. So let's do an experiment. Try to get two 550s or 440s that have a nice synergy, and then try to get a strong, there we go, 330 that also has a good synergy. Okay, we get a class advantage there. Alright, looks good. And basically all I'm doing, guys, is trying to stretch out with what champs that I got, because a lot of you might be in the same boat, especially the beginners, and it's hard. It's hard to get that streak up. And like I've said it in the past, if you got to use units, if you have to use boosts to revive your best champs, then go for it. But my best stopping place where I don't have to worry about it is at streak 18. That's just me. But right there you saw I had two 550s and then one 330, but I made sure that the two 550s had a synergy and the 330 had a synergy with either one. So again, that'll help your odds. Yeah, when it comes to Yellow Jacket, I do not try to evade a special one. I've just learned through experience that it's a lot easier to just take the just kind of hit block, and you'll take a lot less damage if he clips you using his special one. So alright, I'm gonna win streak 10. Let's see. Nope, don't want any of those. We have the Vulture. Okay, that works. As long as you get the synergy going, makes it easier. But again, you want two 550s and a 330. Alright, right here it doesn't matter. In my opinion, Quake versus Daredevil will get you better odds than Quake versus Moon Knight. And I didn't want to spend time charging his poisons since it's a quick match, you know, so just wanted to do that really quickly. Still trying to get better with Quake using that, but she does a good job. She's a good champ. Alright. She'll do her special 3 here in a second. She usually does. There it is. Alright, cool, done. But I've heard of other theories where they bring like 2-star champs and all that. Don't do that, guys. I mean, it sounds cool or whatever, but it just doesn't make it easy enough for you. You know, you're gonna need at least a good 4-star 330 champ to go along with your 2 550 champs. Alright. It's Phoenix. Doctor Strange. Alright, here we go. We got a Star-Lord. He's a good champ. And you can see we're still getting easy fights. That's what you want. That's what you want to focus on. Alright, let's do that. Mordor does a good job with his special one. He inflicts stun and regen. And Archangel does a great job with Ant-Man because of his special talents. Neurotoxins, bleed. Done. Now I have Mystic Dispersion 5, so his build-up's going to be a lot quicker than others. And the reason I got Yellow Jacket to Special 2 is because that one is way more easier to evade than the Special 1. And right now I do not have any boosts or anything on, so and see, this kind of reiterates what I was talking about earlier. When you bring a nice 330 champ in here, Star-Lord against Magneto, Star-Lord's gonna win every time. Alright, I am running dangerously close, low. So, we're gonna do this. This is a 5-star. Thor Ragnarok. We've got Angela. Nah, Thor we don't got. Hela I don't have. The Hulk, they're out of stamina. Well, we got Rocket Raccoon. Different class champs, synergy. We'll see what we could do. Okay, so we got this one here. Yep, looks good. Got one center. We got synergy, class advantage, different champs. And just play smart, guys, you know, take your time. I like Angela, she's a cool champ. Boom. Oh, done. Now I know for everyone who's just starting or looking at the video, I have been playing for almost 3 years, so yeah, it's gonna look a lot easier, but trust me, if you follow this format to the T, don't change it up, And if you don't have any units, if you don't have any boosts, then just wait till your champs refresh. This guy's done. I like Thor Ragnarok. He's a good champ. I like his special 3 too. Does a really nice job. So even though we won our first 2 fights, you always want to finish off on a high. I pushed him to his special 2 because I knew that it's easier to evade. They're both easy to evade for me because I'm so used to playing with him. Alright, we're at streak 12. Hold on 1 second, guys. That is our oldest cat. The guy likes to get on the counter and create havoc. I can't use any of those. Those are lower tier. Oh no, I could use him. Alright. I broke my rule there of 2 science, but I think it might work out in this time, I think. Whoops. Alright guys, so just to recap here, the first 6 fights, like I said, you could use any 3-star or any 4-star low level. Like low level, I mean like level 1. After that, fight 6 through 10, you could do 2 4-stars and a nice 330. I mean 2 440s and a nice 330. And then depending on how many 550s you got, from 10 through 18, make sure you bring at least 1 550 and 2 330s that are different. Different class size, you know, and also complement each other with some synergies or a good champ. Like right now, I brought Iceman because I knew he would do a good job and he wouldn't let me down. So we're on streak 14. Alright, so we got Vision. That's a Magneto. Is that one 330? Yeah, cool. Okay, let's bring him. And let's bring a Nightcrawler. Alright, so we got this one there, that one there, cool. 3 different class champs. No synergy with this one. I mean, I couldn't find anyone else. But class advantage on one and good champs on the other. Luckily he doesn't bleed, which is fine because I'll revive his power. There we go. And yeah, the 330s are going to take longer as far as fights are concerned, but that's okay. Biggest bottom line, guys, is you get it done. You don't have to worry about it. But this is a streak that I use all the time. I mean, it's not hard. It takes some patience. You gotta be smart about who you bring in. You know, you don't want to bring in a Joe Fix at 330. Alright, we got the 2 fights won. Perfect. This is OG Vision 550. I don't have to worry about Mr. Yellow Jacket at all. And when you're doing the streak, guys, you could change it up too, man. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly what I said, but I know for a fact that the first 6 fights could be any 3 stars and any low tier 4-star champs. So that's not a problem. From 6 to 10 or even 6 to 12, like I said, you know, if you have a good amount of 4 stars, 440s, or 550s, then just kind of mix it up. But as you can see for mine, I don't. So I'm doing the best I can with what I got here. Nope. Alright, we're gonna go with a Gully. Nope. Let's go with MODOK. The classic Daredevil there. Okay, nice. There we go. I like MODOK. He's a pretty cool champ. Dead. That Incinerate really does some damage. This is my usual Scarlet Witch. I knew she'd tear him up being at 550. I like baiting Loki's special too. It's really easy to evade, and you can tell when he's doing it. I'll tell you right there. Boom, done. All right. Well, guys, I hope this guide has really helped you out. Open your eyes to something different, a different kind of technique that maybe some people aren't using. I got a couple more fights here, but I'm gonna cut the video a little more short, but just continue doing what I'm doing. If I was fighting next, I would do something like this. Let me just make sure he's at 330. Yeah. So just a couple more fights like that, and again, be smart on who you pick and who you're going to use. But I hope this guide has helped you out and really just given you a second opinion on how to come about, the Arena Infinite Strike streak. So this is Darkside signing out. Hope you really enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. You guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any more questions or video requests, please let me know, and I'll post it up whenever you want.